Hey everybody, it's me, Shadow Freddy, and by the way, this video is not canon to the actual story. Today, I'm just going to be talking about the actual lore of Evan's FNAF Plush series. Oh, and by the way, all these guys over here who are just laying on the floor, those are just stunt doubles. Wink, wink. This video will be mainly talking about the lore and everything else that may have confused you when talking about, or watching the episodes that Evan has made. So how about we get started? Let's start off by discussing soul energy. Soul energy is basically what our animatronics in Evan's whatever, in his universe need to actually move around. Well, stunt double again. But for example, when somebody is attacked and like this, their soul energy will drop down. And soon enough, during those fight scenes when Evan does in some of his episodes, for example, like episode 15, the animatronics get gradually weaker because their soul energy is decreasing. So it's basically their stamina. Next up, we're going to talk about the whole plot of this series. Well, at least season 1. Yes, there's going to be more seasons. I'm going to be answering some questions that you might wonder about this series. For example, why would the animatronics build Orville in episode 1? Well, according to Evan, that was just to get the plot going for the first episode. To him, the first episode may not be the most entertaining, but it'll help the plot go through more better. It's also why Orville returns in episodes like episode 8, episode 15, and others. Next up, who exactly or why exactly are the Resistance a thing? The Resistance are only a thing to get the plot going. Once again, stunt doubles, not actual people. Evan mainly created the Resistance to get the plot going and Orville to have a purpose in the series. L-Chip, Pig Patch, and Rockstar Freddy were mainly there to be members with Orville to keep his character plot going, which he doesn't even have a character plot really. Sometimes Evan doesn't really focus on other characters, because some of them are really just one-dimensional. But soon enough, one of these days, he can actually have some good characters for once. Hey, shut up! But once again, talking about the one-dimensional characters, some of them don't really have to, but some of them really are. For example, Orville is just a regular guy, L-Chip speaks Spanish, Pig Patch is Southern, and Rockstar Freddy talks like a computer. Needless to say, the Resistance were only there for comedic effect and to get the plot going. Anyways, Next up, what's the deal with Springtrap? I mean, is he Afton? Well, is he William or is he Michael? Let me explain. This Springtrap right here will always remain as Michael Afton in Evan's series. He's from an alternate universe where instead he gets spring-locked instead of his father, William Afton. These two are just examples. Plus he's purple, William Afton's purple guy. Whatever. The regular universe, which is Evan's universe, William Afton is dead. Or they think that he is. Because no one at the time, well, in his universe, knows that William Afton is actually dead. Because after the fire of Fazbear's Fright, some people think that he escaped, but the animatronics don't really know if he's alive or not, so they just classify him as dead. But in Michael Afton's universe, his dad is still out there somewhere, and still murdering kids. Meanwhile, he's stuck in this thing. Smell terrible. Next question. What exactly is Shadow DNA? First of all, Shadow DNA is not the same as Soul Energy. Soul Energy acts as the stamina for animatronics. Shadow DNA is only for people that have Shadow in their name. For example, me and Shadow Bonnie, which are the only two people in the whole entire universe, well, in Evan's universe, that have Shadow DNA. Shadow DNA is actually very dangerous. When touching it, you can become like this thing. Ugly, stupid, disgusting, awful. But Shadow Freddy, you ask, why does touching the Shadow DNA turn you into an awful, disgusting thing? That's because the Shadow DNA is very corrupted. Like me. If I'm corrupted, I can use my telekinesis powers like I can do with this camera right here. See? Kind of cool, right? Alright, so anyway, Shadow DNA is very corrupted, and it can corrupt your DNA, which turns you into this thing over here. Disgusting. I don't even want to look at it. Here's the last question I'm going to ask for today. Why did I kidnap, or imprison, Toy Foxy and Toy Chica? And why do I want to bring back Shadow Bonnie? A long time ago, Shadow Bonnie told me that if we were ever separated, we would need to bring each other back with the power of soul energy. And that's exactly why I tried to kidnap all these for their soul energy. As seen in episode 6, I failed at kidnapping Toy Bonnie and the puppet, and I only got these two right here. Then I imprisoned them in the past and the future, Toy Foxy being present in the future, and Toy Chica being present in the past, since I have time travel abilities. But Shadow Freddy, how do you have time travel abilities and you can float and stuff? Well, if you were listening earlier, it's because I have corrupted DNA. In which that corrupted DNA let me do some really weird things, like time travel, for instance. As you know, I then tried to bring back Shadow Bonnie with my own DNA, but that didn't exactly work because Bonnie touched the Shadow DNA. Then you became Nightmare Bonnie, and then you know the story from there. But Shadow Freddy, why would you try to make my Shadow Bonnie with your own DNA? That's because all shadows have the exact same DNA, and we can bring each other back with our own DNA. And that's all for this lore explaining video. If you have any more questions, Evan will answer them in the comments below. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. I don't like asking for that stuff, Shadow Freddy. Don't? Yeah. You're not a real YouTuber until A, Morgs copies your videos, or B, you beg for likes and subscribers. You better stop doing that. You better start doing that right now, Evan. But I don't want to. Better. Anyways, this is Professor Shadow Freddy signing out.